1-800-848-9222.
Oh, my gosh.
Here's Laura.
Yeah, well, here I am. Thank you, Jake Hirsch. Beautiful voice, always opening all my shows. If you ever need him to sell your product or business, go to protoons.com. That's PROTOONS for Jake Hirsch. Well, grateful to be here, and I'm so excited. Maiden voyage. Third time around I'm doing this program, and this is my dream come true to have it on WABC, and I could not be happier. I am just beyond ecstatic to be here live with you today. You know me from Living Better, which is on Saturday afternoons, but now we're doing Above and Beyond at 7 p.m. on Sundays. And by the way, happy Palm Sunday if you are celebrating, and a week from today it will be Easter, so I won't be on next Sunday most likely, but we'll return with the program Above and Beyond right after that, after Easter. So, and also it's Passover this week. What an amazing sacred week this is. And so I think it's just fitting to have on somebody who really touches into a sacred space for millions of people. He is probably the most proficient and up-and-coming celebrity medium in the world right now. And he's graced my other programs, Living Better and the Saturday Cafe. And you love him so much, I couldn't help but bring him back. And he has a brand new book that he's been promising for a year. Thomas John, Manhattan Medium, welcome to my show.
Thanks for having me. Such a pleasure.
Oh my gosh, love having you on. And you know the phones are kind of blowing up right now. Everybody and their brother and mother and sister calling in to get free readings from you, and we're going to do that in just a moment. Manhattan Medium Thomas John is that. He's a medium, but he is also hosting all sorts of book talks all over the country right now because your brand new book just came out March 1st, just this month. Never Argue with a Dead Person. And these are true and unbelievable stories from the other side. You have already, it's apparently like climbing up the bestseller chart already. Is that true?
A lot of people have been really responding to it. Yeah, it's been quite a humbling experience to see everybody, you know, coming up to me and telling me how they've related to a certain story or they've connected with a certain character in the one of the chapters. So it's been really humbling and wonderful.
These are actual readings that you've had with people that you got permission to use as stories in the book, but you changed obviously people's names and locations, so they remain anonymous in that sense. But the stories are very true and very real. They are really poignant. Some of them are funny. I have found myself laughing out loud, and other ones just make me cry like a little baby. That's really the work that you do here on a daily basis. When you do readings for people, what I love about you is your details are so poignant, but you often imbue them with humor and also the depth as well. So people kind of go between those two emotions. I've seen you do readings in your spirit circles and in your large audience readings so often, and you do touch people. This book is wonderful, Never Argue with a Dead Person. So people can see you actually on April Fool's Day, this Wednesday, April 1st, at the Barnes & Noble Upper West Side, right here in Manhattan on Broadway.
That's correct. Yes. So I'm going to do it at 7 o'clock. You are going to want to get there early because it's not a ticketed event. And so it's a public event where it's a free event. There's no charge. If you've read the book or you're just curious about, you know, what it is that I do, you're welcome to come on down and check it out. I am going to talk about the book, and then I am going to do some audience readings too. So you might be one of the people that I do a reading for.
Oh my gosh. That is so exciting. I mean, it's hard, you know, you have such a schedule, and people are dying to get in to see you, and I know sometimes there's a wait list and everything. So this is taking place this Wednesday on the Upper West Side at the beautiful Barnes & Noble there. It's a spectacular Barnes & Noble. I'm so grateful that it's still here. You know, everyone says the bookstores are gone. Well, this one is huge, and it's not, and it's happening, and they've got a great audience room on the second floor. It's at 2289 Broadway, which is Broadway between 82nd and 83rd Streets. As Thomas John said, get there early, probably around 6 or 6:30, because it'll fill up. There's only seats for like 150, 200 people.
Yeah, I mean, we're hoping that, there'll be standing room and stuff, and I'm just expecting there's going to be a large sum of people. So you just get there early, get there at 6:30, get your seat, and we'll start right at 7 for the talk, and then the readings, and then a book signing.
Well, since you are psychic, yes, I guess you could see you see already that people are going to be hanging out the doors trying to get in. That's wonderful stuff, and we'll talk more about that. But Never Argue with a Dead Person. Just real quick, right before we go into our readings, how'd you come up with that title? It's hilarious.
Well, it really comes from the fact that when people cross over, they have messages for us, and instead of running from it or being scared about it or being nervous about it or thinking that it's bad or thinking that it's evil. The title was really meant to say, just don't argue with them. Just listen to them. They have something to say, and they're not God over there. They're not psychic. They're not aware of everything. They don't have all the answers, but they do have guidance, and they do have ways to give us messages to kind of put us on our path and help us. And they do understand things to a greater degree over there with a little bit more depth. It's like having a really kind of smart, intuitive, aware, good friend. So you should use them as a resource.
Absolutely. Use your loved ones on the other side as a resource. I talk to my grandparents often, and I just kind of let them know what's going on and ask them if they can give me a little boost here and there, and I just know they hear me. It's a feeling I know. Can we go to the phone?
Yes, let's do that.
All right. We are going to take our first call of the evening. We have Tricia in Manhattan. Thank you so much for kicking off Above and Beyond tonight.
Hi.
Hi there.
Hi, Thomas. I lost my husband several years ago, and I feel him around me all the time, and I keep getting these messages, whether I look at the clock and it's 11:11 or 3:33, and I have some questions more personally than professionally, and I just feel like he's been trying to tell me something, and when I found out you were doing the show tonight, it all kind of clicked, and so that's what I'm kind of looking for.
Okay, and what was your husband's first name?
Wayne.
Okay. What I'm hearing is I have there's two people coming through for you, so I'm not sure who the other person is, but I'm making a connection to cancer. There's someone who had cancer. Yes. And is that your husband?
Yes.
Okay, because there's definitely someone with cancer. And then I'm getting another person who I feel some sort of heart thing, but I'm not exactly sure. But yes. I feel a heart thing. But okay, so I feel like they are definitely coming together. I feel like your husband, when he's coming through, he's definitely telling me that there's. How do I want to say this? I feel there's gonna be another person for you, and he's saying you just need to be patient. I mean, is it true that since he's crossed over, you haven't really found a new person?
No, I haven't.
Okay, because I get a sense that there is someone there for you. It just you haven't I don't feel you haven't met the person yet. But he's saying that just so you know, there is going to be another person for you and stuff. I felt with him also. One of the things he's telling me is he likes to. This is going to be kind of convoluted for me to explain, but he likes to send signs to you through people that knew him. Like it's almost like he'll send you, like he'll send someone in your life like who maybe you haven't talked to, but they'll say, "Oh, I knew your husband. I really liked him," or something like that. Mm-hmm. So that's like, I feel that's a way he kind of guides or lets you know he's around. I feel that the numbers are definitely, I feel like the numbers are definitely from him too. Is your, just when your dad's coming through, is your mother, is she still in the physical?
Yes.
Okay, because it just, when Dad's coming through, he keeps acknowledging he keeps acknowledging her. And the other thing I feel like is just with your husband here, he's he's kind of like I see. I don't know what this is, but there's like a specific connection to a memory he's bringing up with a beach. I don't know what it is, but he's talking about like being on the beach. And the other thing is this is more, I'm just kind of getting this around you, but like I said, when they're over there, they do have an awareness of other things. They do know things. They do have an understanding of things. And one of the things he's telling me is that I don't feel like this is really something that was in maybe your husband's, vernacular. So I don't feel like it's maybe something that he really knew about when he was in the physical. But what he's telling me is, I keep seeing something about books around you, like writing books, or there's something for you to do with writing of books. And your husband is just saying, it's almost like he wants to kind of give you a little nudge, like he's saying, like, do it. It's time to do it. And I know is there some sort of anniversary with him that just passed or something? Yeah. Okay. Cause he's bringing, I see a white balloon. And when I see one white balloon, that always means like, hey, there was something just happened. It just acknowledged, he's really powerful. I think the signs, and sometimes I see he's one of the things he's saying is just how much you made him laugh, and he misses that laughing with you, because I feel like there is a missing. He just said that you brought a lot of joy to his life, but I know he's around you, and I know that the books, when you choose to go in that direction, I see it being all very successful. So
thank you so much,
Tricia. What about the beach? Does that mean anything to you?
It means everything, and in fact, his ashes are at the ocean where we used to go to the beach every weekend.
Oh, wonderful!
And so it means everything.
Yeah. Oh, thank you so much, my dear. Thank you for calling tonight.
Thank you so much.
So appreciate it. My guest, thank you very much. Beautiful stuff, and that's the way it happens when Thomas John comes on the show. You go right to the heart of the matter. Do you want to do one more call, or should we take a short break?
Let's go for a quick break.
Quick break. All right. I listen to my medium. I'm a medium for the medium. So it's great to have you here. The Manhattan Medium, Thomas John, is in the house. You can go to his website. It is manhattanmedium.com. manhattanmedium.com. You can find out all of the things. I mean, he's got so much going on between the book talks. He has retreats. He helps you learn how to be more psychic. He also does private readings. You name it. It's all there at manhattanmedium.com. And don't forget, pick up Never Argue with a Dead Person. Why not go this week, in fact, on April 1st, April Fool's Day, and go to the Barnes & Noble on 82nd and 83rd Street on Broadway in Manhattan, and you can have him sign the book for you and even get a picture with him. He's so handsome. My gosh.
And it's not a joke.
That's not a joke. This is Above and Beyond with Laura Smith, our maiden voyage. I'm so grateful to be with you. We'll be right back. Don't go away. More of your phone calls.